Aloha, y'all. It is Saturday, Saturn's Day, named after Saturn. Etymologically and esoterically ruled by Saturn, it is the 2nd of August. The sun is in Leo, the moon is in Scorpio. The cards I've pulled for the day are the Four of Swords, the Devil, and Lunar Exile from Dante's Inferno. It's ironic because I showed my girlfriend, I've seen it before, The Devil's Advocate with Al Pacino last night. She'd never seen it. And here it is the next day. So, Four of Swords is the card of the day. If you're a sword, you're a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Although we all have a mind, this is the air suit, air gang. So it is their situation. And fours are about stability, right? Kind of like up here. You see that? It's like frames things. It stabilizes things. So, meditation, taking care of the mind as well as the body, resting before putting your plans into motion. Very much Jupiter in Cancer, Venus in Cancer, Moon in Scorpio, Mars in Virgo, right? It's like, hold on, be the center of the wheel before you start rolling down the hill, kind of thing. On page 128, I allow myself to rest in stillness. The Four of Swords. Take this moment to rest and recuperate after a time of challenge. Recharge yourself. Give yourself a period of contemplation and stillness, rejuvenating the mind and body. To sit in stillness and not do anything presents a different challenge as we observe the incessant mental chatter. But slowly we can see it just as the activity of an active mind. When we focus on the breath and the accompanying sensations it causes, we are able to come into the present moment. In the present, we become simply aware of what is rising, unburdened by thoughts pertaining to the past or future. Meditation and stillness allows us to dissolve the illusion of ego, which reveals a gift, the golden eternity, as described by Jack Kerouac. He conveys the mystic sense of rest and unity in all things. And I just tripped yesterday on some L, and I felt this in a fractalic way for sure. What a epiphany for me. It's like you know this stuff intellectually, and then you embody it sensatorially, and it's a little different. Cultivating the art of presence is our greatest gateway to true happiness. The Four of Swords depicts the Starman sitting in meditation. He holds two swords by the blades, so the implements of action and violence are transformed into tools of meditation. Delicately balanced on his knees, in front of him spins a gyroscope. He will not remain sitting for longer than it naturally spins. This time of rest is strategic, an integral part of a well-balanced, multifaceted life. The diamond geometry pattern emanating from his third eye refers to the Diamond Sutra, the discourse of the Buddha on the nature of ultimate reality. MRI scans taken while patients practice meditation and mindfulness reveal how the brain's fight or flight center, known as the amygdala, the primal region of the brain associated with fear and emotion, actually shrinks in size. While neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to change and adapt and learn, is greatly impaired by stress and burnout, and most other organs of the body are adversely affected too. Chronic stress is a killer. It is crucial to have a period of replenishment after a time of intense work or any forms of trauma. The Four of Swords suggests it is time for you to take a break from the persistent activity and thrust of life. Investigate the nature of the mind through the powerful process of breath and observation. As we at times are forced to take care of the body, this is your time to support, nourish, and cleanse your mind. Moon in Scorpio, Venus in Cancer, Jupiter in Cancer, North Node in Pisces, Saturn and Neptune retrograde and conjunct in Aries. It's like take a moment and just bring it back to center. Life is relentless, the stories of our lives revealing themselves moment to moment. However, there are times when you must simply stop. Like the space between words that gives form to sentences, being still is as important as taking action. So meditation, taking care of the mind as well as the body, rest before putting your plan into motion, and that's it. I almost read reversed. But the clarifying card is the Devil card. It's the Capricorn card if you're a Capricorn. Major Arcana. I've written music for all the Major Arcana, so check out the song I wrote in the comments. On page 52, I am the master deceiver and it's time to break the spell. The Devil. Embrace your inner trickster. Give in to temptations, making choices based on impulse rather than desire, deceiving yourself and feeling hopeless. What can happen if we don't take time to center and be the hub of the wheel here, we can get caught up in and dissipated basically into the fray of life. And life is not meant to be avoided. You're not supposed to go into the mountain and disappear and renounce life altogether. We're here to incarnate and to participate in experience. But we don't want to get so caught up in that fray and experience that we forget the equal opposite fact that we have something beyond mind, beyond body, beyond the matrix, the Tao, whatever, right? We get to the still point and we can actually tame the beast and see the world in a different way, ultimately bringing compassion to ourselves and others. And that's really what kind of makes it so we can laugh at the cosmic joke, in a sense, and be a light on the way, as opposed to, fighting for resources and saying what's mine is mine and I'll kill you for, the devil. It's like we can give in to our impulses, which are animalistic mentally. We're animals evolved at some level, but that spirit of God, that be still and know place, that's how we get there, through meditation, through stilling of the mind. The shadow card is coming from Dante's Inferno. It's number 24, Lunar Exile. So let's check this out. On page 34, number 24, and I say these numbers so you can find synchronicities if you so dare. But come, for where the hemispheres confine Cain and the thorn is falling to a light underneath Seville on the ocean line, which doesn't mean much to us, right? Old English. Canto 20, the journey, our travelers have only a single night to make their way through hell, and Virgil urges Dante to hasten forward. Here first, the setting moon is Cain and his thorns. Divination. One sinner is conspicuously absent from the Inferno, Cain, who slew his brother Abel and became the first murderer. In this passage, Virgil refers to a medieval legend that Cain has been banished from the world and lived in exile upon the moon, living in a thicket of thorns. All legends of Cain speak of his profound loneliness and exclusion from society for his crime. When this card appears, consider whether you may have, intentionally or not, cut yourself off from family or friends. Disconnection from others can make us grow as prickly as Cain's thorns. Do not suffer needlessly. In silence, find a healthy way to restore connection. So the shadow of the Four of Swords is we just disconnect, cut it all off, say, oh, you guys are the Matrix, it's all an illusion, you're an NPC, whatever, I'm woke, you're not, nanny boo-boo, right? It's like we want to find stillness in order to participate well. We don't want to become, part of the waking up journey, I think, is like, oh my gosh, I'm in the Matrix, I've taken the red pill. Not as all what it seems, but Neo keeps going back into the Matrix. He doesn't stop participating with it, right? He has a different relationship to it. So I think the idea here is to still our minds to get that different space, that different relationship and angle of approach to reality, or else we find ourselves caught in the snares of distraction and action in and of themselves, which is problematic. But we don't want to be lonely. We don't want to cut ourselves off so much that we miss out on life. We're here to experience life. We asked to incarnate, right? So there's a shadow kind of to spirituality where it's like, I'm just going to keep doing my shadow work and do my inner stuff and nobody talk to me and I've got to just zone out. It's like, that's problematic. We're here to live life, right? We're part of the fractal of life. You can't avoid that. And simultaneously, you do want to stop getting so caught up in the world. This is a Capricorn card. It's about like the material world, Al Pacino and the Devil's Advocate, all the distractions. We want to kind of quiet the mind and those distractions to the degree that we don't overly identify with them. It's like Fight Club. You're not your shirt that you're wearing. You're not the car you're driving. You're not the money you have in the bank account. These are apertures of experience, but they're not ultimately who you are. The hub of the wheel is who you are. And from that still place, you can play with the dream in an exciting way. But when you forget, which is even a choice in some weird way, when you forget, you can get caught up with old Georgie here and forget the plot, so to speak. But even there's lessons there. So I know so much paradoxical language being spoken. It is what it is. If you've enjoyed this, leave a tip. Obviously, holler for a reading. Share it. Tag people, whatever's clever. But an hour of cards is $50. 3 hours of astrology is $150. If it's your birthday, it's half off either or both. And if you refer somebody to me, you get half off on cards yourself. Check out the Team Rabbit Hole podcast. 321 episodes currently. It's a blast. You will get your mind blown. And realize you're not alone. Don't be lonely in this crazy world. Like, we're talking about everything from spirituality to conspiracies to, psychedelics, whatever it is. And, check out the song I wrote for the Devil card. I'll post that in the comments as well. So, on that note, enjoy your Saturn's day, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Adios.